Okay, I'm ready now.
Coming to you from the Radio for One studios in Franklin, Michigan. Welcome to the Detroit Cast.
Big fan. Big fan.
A show not just free of charge, but free of FCC regulations.
And what can we expect? Surprises!
Engineered by Jay Timko and produced by Eric Beatty. And without further delay, it's showtime. Please welcome the Detroit Cast. Here are your hosts, Mike and Jay.
Hey, hello. Welcome to the Detroit Cast, Wednesday edition of the show. I'm Mike, that's Jay. Big E is here. Got semi-virtual Timko here because he's got a sick one at home, so we're on our own today. We're flying without a net. But yeah, welcome to the show, everybody. Dare I say a big show?
It is a big one.
Yes.
So big that E has his zipper undone.
Yeah, well, he usually has his zipper undone.
It's troubling.
What do you got there? You printing something?
Yeah. What are those purple pants? They're kind of like the Hulk pants.
Those are the purple pants that we asked him to wear and that he's been embarrassed to wear over here because he thought we'd make fun of him, which we will, deservedly so. And he just walks in the door and the fly is wide open.
Your mom's here.
My mom's here. My sister's in town. And they got one look at him and, there tried to be hugs and it was awkward and weird. He's been rude.
Your mom said, well, it was nice to meet you, Eric. And he just kind of stares at her.
He just goes,
dude,
whatever.
This is where a human being says, it was nice to meet you too.
Where a human being says that?
Yeah.
Eric went, yeah, whatever. And Beth and Chris are sitting on the couch over there just kind of talking. And Giggy's like, well, look at the chicks cackling over there. Clucking. We got a lot to get to. That doctor poisoning. Remember the cyanide doctor? We got an update on him.
Doctor on doctor poisoning.
Doctor on doctor. Well, we'll save it. We'll get into it. Also, David Brandon, and Brady Hoke. Some emails have gotten out, which I know makes you happy as can be.
I don't care, man.
That's true. You don't care, do you? More scary clowns as well. We'll get into the Brandon stuff and the Hoke stuff, but scary clowns in France. They've moved to France.
You're in California before, right?
Yeah, they were. Bakersfield, I want to say.
Sounds right.
Something like that. Also, Kim Jong-un, your favorite.
I love that little guy.
Yes.
God, I love that little guy.
I know. Ooh, varmint. The missing Broncos fan. Also, Jalen Freiberg. We'll get to that in just a minute. But I wanted to get your impression. You just met Eid, finally.
Oh.
You met my nephew, Eid.
Cute little guy, man.
And you were good. It's like, you'd be a good father, Jay. You'd make a great father.
Thanks,
seriously.
Man.
Like, you knew how to hold him and everything. Like, I was uncomfortable. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to drop this thing.
Yeah, the only thing that concerned me is I saw a picture of him landing at Detroit Metro soon after the landing, and he just had shit running down his legs.
The front of him, the back of him, the size, he was covered.
Massive blowout. But, other than that, yeah, I felt pretty comfortable with him. He's a great little guy, man.
Yeah,
Cute as hell.
He's got a good laugh, although I don't like some of the things I'm hearing already. This is a nephew, this is family, so it's important stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to my sister, and I said, yeah, how do you not drop this thing? Like, seriously, because he'll just like kick back, and then it's like, oh my God, I almost dropped him like a football, like someone came up and knocked your arm while you're running down the field.
Sure.
And she said, yeah, I said, but that's okay. Those days are coming where he's going to start walking and toppling over, and he's a little top heavy to begin with. So I figured he's going to be getting bumps and bruises. He's got a scratch on his head. I figured I was going to call Child Protective Services, but I give her the benefit of the doubt. I've known Kristen a long time. So she said he can scratch himself, and which is fine. And she says to me at this point, yeah, there's thought of getting a helmet for the little guy. So I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, just a helmet for everyday life? Well, I thought she meant like once he starts riding a bike.
No. I think just as a.
Oh my God. Really?
Dude, San Francisco is weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like they're afraid of my e-cigarette. Like when I walked around in San Francisco, they were literally afraid. I was going in head shops, tie-dyed stores, and people were like,
what do you have there, man?
We fire that up so I can see you blow it out. And then they'd walk back like 8 feet, like, oh, blow it over here. It's like, dude, they have you guys so scared of this shit. Like my sister and her husband don't want that around the baby. Worried about dogs and cats around the baby. I'm like, this is You're going to raise someone who could grow up, not be able to handle being dumped by a girl and shoot his classmates, possibly family members.
We'd hope not.
Possibly that happens. Putting a helmet on a kid. Kids need to fall and smack their head. They need to fall and scrape their knees, right?
Yeah.
That's important. You can't bubble wrap your kid. Don't bubble wrap my nephew. Don't bubble wrap my
I
nephew.
swear to God, when she mentioned the helmet earlier, I thought she was talking about on a bike. God damn it. Because everyday life.
What do you think when you think of
That's great. Holy shit. Like, what kind of helmet? Would it be like full face mask? What are we talking here? We talking like just foam?
When I would like a cheese head. Can we get him a cheese head? Would that suffice? Bring it in. Bring it in tomorrow. She's still in town.
Yes, I'm all for the helmet.
No, we're not doing that to my nephew. He's adorable. That'll set him back in time. Let the other kids walk around with helmets on, not Eid. Eid's a strong dude. He'll be fine. He doesn't need a helmet. He needs some bumps and scrapes and nicks. That's good for you. So you learn how to deal with, I fell down. If there's always a net or bubble wrap around you, it's important, right?
Do other people do that, or is this your sister's invention?
Do other people do this? You can just nod. She doesn't even want to talk.
I was just kind of joking.
She's saying it was a joke.
Oh, now she's backing off the whole helmet thing. I see.
No, I've never seen that. Is that big out there?
I don't know. I see him on bikes and I just laugh. I'm like, you got training wheels on. Why does he have a helmet on? Why does he have a helmet on? I might even be a law. I don't know. Either way, my kid wouldn't, if I ever had one, he wouldn't wear a helmet.
When my daughter taught herself how to ride the bike, I'm not sure she put a helmet on.
I bet she didn't. It's a sensitive subject. I'm surprised you went there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's
it's
a common thing.
Dude, it's her first kid,
Yeah.
I remember that. They're like China dolls.
Yeah.
And I get it. You don't want anything to happen.
Yeah,
to the
blown
little guy.
glass.
He's perfect. He's a great little guy. But you're right. I mean, it's life. You got to take some bumps and bruises and
break an arm here and there. It's good for you. It's good for you. Set you off on the right path. Get a little smoke in the face. It happens.
Yeah, like our buddy Noel yesterday, right?
Yeah.
They say bruises heal. Bullet
hole stone. Yeah. What do you think of when you think of kid helmet school?
Well, you think short bus for
you
sure.
Do. You'd see that little bus going by. It was adorable, and you just see a bunch of hockey helmets going by. Right?
Eric,
Right?
did you have a helmet?
I did not ride the short bus.
Did you wear a helmet?
No.
Did you know anybody who did?
No.
That's like for seizures, right? Is that? I mean, obviously you've seen
that would make sense.
Special kids with those.
Yeah.
I
don't know if they were all having seizures because there were a lot of helmets on the bus going by. And that's not.
That.
Take that in.
God.
Let that sit for a second. No, it's not a bad thing. Like, if you need a helmet, you should have a helmet. If you're playing hockey or football and you need a helmet, wear a helmet.
No Sads used to fly around on that little thing.
Helmetless.
Helmetless.
Helmetless. Leather jacket, yes.
Yep.
Broken arm, perhaps.
Caution to the wind.
Caution to the wind. He'd run over your feet, bump your ankles. Oh,
look out, Achilles.
That's right.
Here comes no Sag.
Here comes no Sag. Oh, God damn it. I broke my arm. But the fear is with kids, and it's not my sister and her husband. I understand it's most parents nowadays who do feel like that. And she's joking. Obviously, she's not going to put a helmet on a 1-year-old, but I hope not anyways. Not around me. It better not. No helmet. I'll break it.
What if it's a Niners helmet?
That's okay. That's okay. If it's for game day, pre-game and game day, that's it though. But the fear is, and it does end up manifesting itself in weird ways. And that's the fear, is that when you see a kid like Jalen Freiberg, who seemingly has it all and everything going for him. He's 1 week, he's the homecoming prince and he's got this hot girlfriend. A chick dumps him and all of a sudden it's the end of the world and you're shooting classmates.
Mm-hmm.
That's speaking to something that shouldn't happen. Like,
inability to deal with shit.
Yes.
And whether that's due to parenting or what. I mean, clearly this kid, an inability to accept, kind of have perspective about anything. We talked about that, the fact that these high school kids are so focused on their little group, one thing goes sideways and, oh my God, it's the end of the world.
End of the world.
But it's weird to see a kid who seemingly had it all, right?
Yeah.
Do that. Usually these kids are loners.
Outcasts, picked on. Yeah.
Pink hat wears.
Pink hat, yeah. Purple pants that don't zip up. Like the obvious things you'd point to. Like if he showed up here with a gun and shot
Wouldn't be
us,
shocked.
nobody would be shocked
No.
at that. They might be sad. They might have
Maybe.
said, they'd probably blame the victims and say, you guys should have seen this coming.
You guys caused this.
You guys caused
spurred
this.
this on. He can
They-
only take so much.
They'd be playing clips of us. They'd be calling us bullies, and they'd be
Yeah.
playing clips of this show,
Yeah.
like us beating on Eric
It's kind of subjective.
with him scoffing in the background.
Bully.
Well, they brought this on themselves. They pushed him to this.
So, eye of the beholder.
True. I agree. And if he walked in with a gun, I'd still take Jay in that. I'd rather be Jay, no gun,
Leg whip,
Or-
baby.
or E gun. I still
Leg
think I'd
whip,
take Jay.
Leg whip, elbow to the throat. You're
Depends.
done-y.
Depends.
Don't
If I
even
walked
try
in
it.
with a
Don't even
gun,
try
you're
it.
done.
Depends
Oh.
when you pulled said gun. If
No
you
way.
pulled the gun now, I
Yes,
got
sir.
I
my.
dare you, you son of a bitch.
I'd
If
have you.
if you were
Nope.
sitting this close and you pulled the gun right now,
Done.
good money's on Jay.
Yep.
If
No.
Jay walks in the door 20
Hand on
feet
the
away,
wrist, twisted right back at him through the throat.
and he's
Boom.
shooting himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
no.
I'm pulling the trigger with my thumb.
Popping E off.
Yep.
Do we still do a show that day? Are we?
For one, if I were going to shoot you, I wouldn't wait down here. I'd walk just right when I walk into the door.
No.
I'd make
Okay,
that
now I
turn.
know what you're going to do. Done.
Well, now I'm
Gotcha.
not going to do it now. I'm going to change it up now.
What are you going to do?
Besides, you would do it down here because you'd want to be on camera.
Yeah, I
you'd
would,
want
I
it.
would.
You'd want the,
You want glory.
Yeah, I would. If I was going to do it, I would want to.
and then you'd end up embarrassing yourself when Jay took your own gun out of your hand and
Yeah.
shot you with it.
Yeah.
It'd be a horrible thing.
Dude,
We,
if I pull
we
a
would
gun-
still do a show that day, though. By the way,
Bullshit. If I pulled a gun out right
He'd want
here
us
and
to.
just went boom.
he would want us to.
You'd want us to, right?
No, I wouldn't. You son of a bitch.
I thought you said yes, so that you would be glorified and
No, I want when I die. People
for
to have,
everything, everything to
Like, I
stop.
want like a 24-hour.
Yeah, that's gonna
period
happen.
Of people just
Yeah.
sitting in their rooms with candles, thinking about how awesome.
You want a
I was.
candlelight vigil.
I so want a
you-
candlelight vigil.
You want
That's
stuffed
it.
animals
Hell
on
yes.
on the road sign.
Hell yes. Dude.
Okay.
No, these people.
Okay, for the record, I don't. If
No.
that, yeah,
Me
I
either.
want a
Please, no
memorial
stuffed
to
animals.
me, Jay. I want a big memorial. I want people to be just devastated. Just, oh my God, how are we going to move on?
And just so we're all very clear in this room, I did not live life to the fullest. Please do not let anybody tell you I lived life to the fullest.
thoughts and prayers.
No thoughts and prayers. That's Bush, dude. That's tacky. Thoughts and prayers means no one cared about you. That's something that like principals say about students that die. Thoughts and prayers go out to the family in their time of need.
I just love it.
But I did not live life to the fullest. Don't ever let anyone tell you, oh
Anyone
yeah,
that
we
knows-
miss Mike a lot. He lived life to the fullest
Yeah,
every
he
day,
didn't.
though.
He wasted
No,
a lot
no.
of time,
I'm
a lot
gonna
of
do it.
opportunity, a lot of
Tremendous amount.
time.
Probably.
I'm gonna say
I'll
it at
probably
your
end up
funeral.
being unsuccessful in the games of life, and that's my own doing. That's my own doing. But at no point, at any time, whether grade school, high school, current day, have I lived any day to the fullest.
No.
Not even close.
What if I get up
Maybe
and not
one.
even do? What are
No.
you going to do about it if I get up and say that? If I get up in the front of you and say,
I would expect Jay to take you out.
well, Jay's going to be dead. You're both older. You're going to be dead too. So.
We're
Jay is
so much older.
so gonna outlive you, 30-year-old. Jay's gonna outlive you.
30.5.
He's been saying, you look
God,
a little
you-
pudgy lately.
Doughy and supple. It's not goody.
And by the way, my sister's here with a baby. Breastfeed. Do you realize she got way more breast milk than we ever got out of
He's
Eve?
a failure.
Way more.
He's a failure.
You
Like
know-
she pulled a cup out in like 30 minutes,
Yeah.
dude. How long did you do it? For 2 hours?
I'm
And
a guy.
destroyed your nipple.
I'm a
She
guy.
did it
Allegedly.
for 10 minutes and got like a cup of
Allegedly.
milk.
I heard that allegedly, you son of a bitch. I am a guy.
Allegedly. How do they look now? Are they?
They're normal.
Are they repaired?
I'm not pulling my shirt off because I'm going to make fun of a Jay.
Yeah,
Well,
what,
he's
what
not-
were they? Genital warts on a bed of soggy cauliflower.
Cauliflower.
Yeah, that's how it was described.
Yes. Perfect description. Come on, pull them up.
I'm not
You
pulling
can
my
stand
shirt
up. You can stand up.
I'm pulling my shirt up.
Go, put your back to the girls.
No, I'm not pulling my shirt off.
You're worried about your gut. I know.
They're normal. They're fine.
Yeah, they
Okay.
snap back.
They do snap back well. Not bad. By the way, more stuff is coming out on this Jalen Freiberg, and it sounds like it really kind of was over a chick. I know, how
Seventh,
pathetic.
a chick he liked from 7th to like 9th grade or something.
Ooh.
right?
Yeah, it was girlfriend from starting in 7th grade.
Yeah.
They just broken up. He had been dating the same girl since 7th grade. His social media profiles include many pictures of them, loving messages to her. The girl featured in a lot of the pictures posted a video recently to Facebook showing Freiberg asking her to homecoming. Kind of dramatic. Would
See,
we have
don't
filmed that?
dismiss the whole social media angle of this shit.
No,
too, you know,
No, you're right. You're right.
I was
think
just
what?
saying, I
Just-
don't think you are. I
shit's
think
complicated.
that
You
is-
know, shit's way more complicated for kids now.
Yeah.
Such a big deal. I would not want I wouldn't want to be in high school right now with this, because you'd have to be on Facebook and you'd have to be on Twitter.
Mike, we talked about this before. If that shit was around when we were young, we'd be in jail right now for sure.
Probably. That's not even a joke.
No,
like the way
our thing was we had a group of friends and each one of us pushed further and further and further.
egged the
Oh, you
other
did that?
on.
Well, guess what? I did this.
Yes.
And so it was just,
it's amazing we're all still here. It
Mhm.
really is. When you think about some of that stuff we did, it just
foolhardy.
foolhardy. Yeah. Like, I mean, it was crazy, some of the things, but it was, I think a lot of guys are like that though, pushing each other, egging each
Thing
other
is though,
on.
it was all in good fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
We never did shit like, I don't know, trying to really, really fuck with other people. We fucked with each other.
Yeah. We fucked with each other a lot, but it was all like, the more you got fucked with, the closer you were with people.
Yeah.
Never a finger in the butt. Never happened. No rusty fish hooks. E.
Hey, we had an email about the rusty fish hook, by the way. Actually, it was a Facebook post to me by Mistaken. I'm gonna
Ms. Taken.
Ms. Mistaken.
Mistaken.
Mistaken
All right.
writes in on Facebook.
I get
So
it.
that we, the listeners, can better understand the principle. Could we get you and Webster to demo the rusty fish hook on Eric for the show?
No,
That is not happening.
but in order for it to be a good rusty fish hook, you have to be fighting anyway. So we could take you down. We could do that if we wanted. If
Yeah.
we chose,
Yeah,
we
just
could
know.
just know at any time.
Well, all I'd have to do. No.
And just remember, he thinks it's worse to do outside of the pants too.
That's a good point.
No.
It's going to be his own
What I would
finger.
do is I would kick Jay in the nuts,
No,
just push
You'd
you
miss.
down, and I'd run away.
you'd miss. I'd dodge.
Do you really think you could kick Jay in the nuts? This isn't a movie. This isn't a movie.
If I could get him in the nuts, I could push you down, and then I could run away.
We need to do this to him.
I
Just
know.
just to prove that he A, cannot push me down, and B, he cannot kick you in the nuts at
There's
any
a lot
time.
of assumptions in that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I would do.
Oh my God.
I
Anyway,
really wouldn't kick you in the nuts. I couldn't do that.
no guy should be able to do that to another guy.
No, I couldn't do it to him.
So anyway, a couple weeks after those initial, this chick that he was dealing with, when she posted that video of him asking her to homecoming, she referenced the breakup, saying that everything happened and that people came and went in her life for a reason. So reports say that Freiberg recently got into a fight at football practice, was suspended, but it was a quiet kid. An incident the other kids said was being somewhat racist, and he punched him.
Don't you love that statement? Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
I love when it's used like after somebody affirmatively did something where they fuck up and they go, well, everything happens for a reason. It's like you can say that if something happens to you,
Yeah.
right?
But you can't
And you can
self-inflict.
Yeah, you can be like, my mother died of cancer. Everything happens for a reason. We learn, a lot from
Yeah.
it, this and that. It made
Yeah.
me who I am.
Yeah.
No, you can't go out and like kill somebody drunk driving. Everything happens for a reason.
Who do you think would try to do that?
Yeah, seriously.
Just from the texting.
Yeah,
That's
texting. We're just
Well, if it
harking.
happens, it happens.
No, I wouldn't. Dude, I would take my shit if I did something via
Believe
text.
Yeah. You do well in jail.
You would become a Fifi,
He would so be a
a
Susie.
bottomless Fifi.
Oh, you'd be a top, you'd be a bottom, you'd be a slutty bottom
Jesus
too.
Christ,
Ugh.
dude.
You'd be passed around in the prison, don't you think?
You guys, dude, if you want a reason where I'm going to come in here and shoot both of you guys, like the whole episode today so far has been a reason for that.
Hey, don't be an angry bottom.
I'm just,
You put yourself there, E. It was your behavior that put you in jail. Now deal
Yeah,
with it.
don't throw out this everything happens for a reason bullshit, okay?
your
own
haven't even
actions.
done anything happen yet.
Your own
God damn
actions
it.
are going to put you there.
Accept it.
Dude, I have I had a close call recently with it?
With
Yeah, I had
what?
With just in the
You
car.
got a bottom?
Doing,
Oh, car.
Doing
Okay.
something in my car.
What were you doing in your
I
car?
think. It was like a week ago. I was just texting or something, and all of a sudden, one of those situations where I looked up like, "Oh shit,
Dude.
It's just-
Please stop that. Honestly.
Were you off the road?
No,
E, you're important
promise.
to this.
Promise you'll stop doing that.
I can't make that promise
Why not?
because
Because it's hard.
it's too hard. People get a hold of me. I want to get a hold of them right back.
How about this?
I have a very big need to get a hold of people.
No,
as soon as
dude.
they
You
get
get in
back.
the habit of putting your